easy, regular, will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen, turned inward, miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind, so like a flame, straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still let ecstasy prolong thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God. Should he distract thy attention, last all these things in one overpowered time that the midnight blossom flowered. Oneness is, yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, brother of the silver star. Okay, that's called Crowley Aha. That's a hypnosis communication incorporated recording. 3 minutes, 20 seconds long. Health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, strength. Go to God Hypnosis on Instagram, or Hypnotist Book, or Hypnosis Communication to find out more about meditation. Bueno, sure.
Very nice, John. That was
straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still let ecstasy prolong thy meditations deep and strong, slaying even God. Should he distract thy attention from the chosen act, last all these things in one overpowered time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is, yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master, I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, brother of the silver star. Okay, that's called Crowley Aha. That's a hypnosis communication incorporated recording. 3 minutes, 20 seconds long. Health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, strength. Go to God Hypnosis on Instagram. I'm gonna go relieve myself, and I'll be back. Herbs and water, etc. Excelsior. That which is not self, so that love breedeth all and none in one. Is it not so? No? Then thou art not. I'm gonna go. What black hole probe technology? It's impossible because wherever it comes out or wherever it goes into, whether it's like a parallel universe and it's just like a hole into a new universe, I don't know if that technology will ever come about, but I think the philosophy behind it in terms of the self, meaning that like our brain technology should technically be able to penetrate the black hole. And I think that a lot of this information that is already outstanding already does that. So I would say that, the Tao and the black hole are essentially the same thing. It's part of it, but a black hole is just one thing. So it's not as powerful as a star, as like our star, the sun. So, the thing about the sun backwards is, do you know what sun spells backwards? Huh?
Tell me.
What does the sun spell backwards?
None?
No, sun backwards is nus.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So, what comes after nus?
I don't know. Tell me.
Said. Nus said.
Nus said? What does that mean?
Nus said. Meaning enough is said. You see the word,
enough is said. Okay.
Enough is said, meaning that the silence.
Ding. Ding.
I reached out to her. She never texted me.
And the endorphins kicked in. I was actually having fun.
Wait, what?
Nothing like lack of sleep and children in your face ready to play at 7 a.m. That feeling, it's a tough one.
That was actually pretty
Brittany
good.
does really keep the
Next
church.
time, tell me, because I want to say something funny.
Sometimes it takes
welcome back to Clown Podcast.
certain things
I love
falling
you
apart
being here.
for better things to fall into place. Sometimes it takes losing what you're settling for to remind you of what you truly deserve. Sometimes it takes the most uncomfortable paths to lead your life to the most beautiful place. I know it's hard, but you'll never see the purpose of the storm until you see the growth it produced. You'll never see the purpose of someone leaving your life until you see what's best for your life. You'll never understand why you're going through what you're going through until you see the strength, the power, the growth that is built inside of you.
Okay, I'll give you two
I want you to understand this and believe this, and your current situation is not your final destination. This storm will eventually run out of rain. This struggle that's seeming like it's lasted forever will eventually run out of pain. This hurt you will turn into the greatest you. This broken you will turn into the best you. Let these hard times, the hardest times in your life, turn into your best life. Let these bad days create your best days. Like that proverb says, just when a caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. So understand, just because something is over doesn't mean your life is over. This chapter is not your story. This moment is not your identity. This pain is not your life. You have to believe the tables of your life will turn. This pain will become power. This weakness will become strength. This confusion will become peace. Better things are coming for your life. Your heart will heal. Your tears will dry. Your mind will calm. This storm will end. It will will take time, but I promise you, things will get better. Everything you're going through will eventually turn into everything you made it through. Never forget that every single day is a new beginning. Make today yours.
Love taketh no heed of that which is not and of that which is. Absence exalteth love, and presence exalteth love. Love moveth ever from height to height of ecstasy, and faileth never. The wings of love droop not with time, nor slacken for life or for death. Love destroyeth self, uniting self with that which is not self, so that love breedeth all and none in one. Is it not so? No? Then thou art not lost in love. Speak not of love. Love always yieldeth. Love always hardeneth. Maybe I write it but to write her name. Commentary. This now introduces the principal character of this book, Layla, who is the ultimate feminine symbol to be interpreted on all planes, but in this chapter little hint is given of anything beyond physical love. It is called the pole star, because Layla is one object of devotion to which the author ever turns. Note the introduction of the name of the beloved in acrostic in line 15. Okay, this is called Jhana Dreams. Dreams are imperfections of sleep. Even so is consciousness the imperfection of waking. Dreams are impurities in the circulation of the blood. Even so is consciousness a disorder of life. Dreams are without proportion, without good sense, without truth, so also is consciousness. Awake from dream, the truth is known. Awake from waking, the truth is the unknown. Commentary. This chapter is to be read in connection with chapter 8 and also with these previous chapters in which the reason is attacked. The illusion in the title is obvious. This sum in proportion, dream, waking, waking. Samadhi is a favorite analogy with Frater P, who frequently employs it in his holy discourse. Note, i.e. the truth that he hath slept. Okay, this is called the Mountaineer. Consciousness is a symptom of disease. All that moves well moves without will. All skillfulness, all strain, all intention is contrary to ease. Practice 1,000 times and it becomes difficult. 1,000, and it becomes easy. 1,000 times 1,000, and it is no longer thou that doeth, but it that doeth itself through thee. Not until then is that which is done well done. Thus spoke Frater Perlerabo as he leapt from rock to rock of the moraine without ever casting his eyes upon the ground. Commentary. This title is a mere reference to the metaphor of the last paragraph of the chapter. Frater P is well known as a mountaineer. This chapter should be read in conjunction with 8 and 30. It is a practical instruction, the gist of which is easy to be apprehended by a comparatively short practice of mantra yoga. A mantra is not being properly said as long as the man knows he is saying it. The same applies to all other forms of magic. Okay, this is called Baphomet. A black two-headed eagle is God, even a black triangle is he. In his claws he beareth a sword, yea, a sharp sword is held therein. This eagle is burnt up in the great fire, yet not a feather is scorched. The eagle is swallowed up in the great sea, yet not a feather is wetted. So flieth he in the air, and lighteth upon the earth at his pleasure. So spake Jacobus Burgundis Molensis, the grand master of the temple, and the god that his ass headed did he dare not speak. Commentary 33 is the number of the last degree of Masonry, which was conferred upon Frater P. in the year 1900 of the Vulgar Era by Don Jesus de Medina Sidonia in the city of Mexico. Baphomet is the mysterious name of the god of the Templars. The eagle described in paragraph 1 is that of the Templars. This Masonic symbol is, however, identified by Frater P. with a bird, which is master of the four elements, and therefore of the name Tetragrammaton. Jacobus Burgundus Malensis suffered martyrdom in the city of Paris in the year 1314 of the Volga era. The secrets of his order were, however, not lost and are still being communicated to the worthy by his successors, as is intimated by this last paragraph, which implies knowledge of a secret worship of which the Grand Master did not speak. The eagle may be identified, though not too closely, with the hawk previously spoken of. It is perhaps the sun. The exoteric object of worship of all sensible cults. It is not to be confused with other objects of the mystic aviary, such as the swan, phoenix, pelican, dove, and so on. Note his initials IBM are the initials of the three pillars of the temple, and add to 52, 13 by 14 BN, thus sun. Okay, I'm going to take a reading break. We just made $100. Wow, somebody just made a $100 donation. Thank you so much, Rabboni Shalom. We'll be right back. I'm going to go to the kitchen and get myself another hoe, a garden. Rabboni Shalom. This is John Kitover broadcasting out of Chicago in...
Sometimes it takes certain things falling apart for better things to fall into place. Sometimes it takes losing what you're settling for to remind you of what you truly deserve. Sometimes it takes the most uncomfortable paths to lead your life to the most beautiful place. I know it's hard, but you'll never see the purpose of the storm until you see the growth it produced. You'll never see the purpose of someone leaving your life.
The path of salvation. Everyone's death is of the same quality as himself, my lad. To the enemy of God an enemy, to the friend of God a friend. In the eyes of the Turkoman, the mirror is fair. In the eyes of the Ethiopian, it is dark as an Ethiopian. Your fear of death is really fear of yourself. See what it is from which you are fleeing. 'Tis your own ugly face, not the visage of death. Your spirit is like the tree, and death like the leaf. It is grown from you, whether it be good or evil. Hold on, I'm almost finished with this. All your hidden thoughts... Hold on, Husu, hold on. All your hidden thoughts, foul or fair, are born from yourself. If you are wounded by thorns, you planted them. And if you are clad in satin and silk, you were the spinner. Know that the act is not of the same complexion as its result. A service rendered is not homogeneous with the fragment given in return. The laborer's wage is dissimilar to his work. The latter is the accident, while the former is the substance. The latter is holy toil and effort and sweat. The former is holy silver and gold and viands. When the worshipper has sown a prostration or genuflection here, it becomes the garden of the blessed hereafter. When praise of God has flown from his mouth, the Lord of the daybreak fashions it into a fruit of paradise. Subnote. The comparison with Joseph and the wolf alludes to Quran 12. Death, whether physical, idtirari, or mystical, iktiyari, is like a mirror in which everyone sees the image of himself. If his nature be good and his actions righteous, he will be in love with death. Otherwise he will loathe it and flee in terror from the reflection of his own wickedness. What he dreads so much is really something conceived and produced by himself. Human action is both a cause and an effect. Man, insofar as he acts freely, incurs retribution hereafter, but this, though from one point of view a direct consequence of the action with which it corresponds in quality, may also be regarded as the final cause and eternal form of the action, pre-existent in God's knowledge, like the idea of a house in the mind of the architect. Viewed in this way, retribution is a divine manifestation of the idea immanent in all that appears under the form of human action, or in other words, a transformation of the appearance with its underlying reality. Hence, there can be no true similarity between them. They differ as accident and substance. See further 938-1000 with the commentary ad loc. That's called The Beauty of Death. Okay, everybody, I'm going to read to you Rumi. This is called The Beauty of Death. He who deems death to be lovely as Joseph gives up his soul in ransom for it. He who deems it to be like the wolf turns back from the path of salvation. Everyone's death is of the same quality as himself, my lad. To the enemy of God an enemy, to the friend of God a friend. In the eyes of the Turkoman, the mirror is fair. In the eyes of the Ethiopian, it is dark as an Ethiopian. Your fear of death is really fear of yourself.
Good times are had.
Oh my God, don't vote Democrat. Don't vote Democrat. Don't vote Democrat. Vote for Donald Trump. Donald John Trump. Don't vote for Joe Biden. Don't vote for Joe Biden. Vote for Trump. Oh my God, don't vote Democrat.
I wish you would eat a corn on cob right now so you can shut up. I ain't no scorner. I'm a authentic. I wish you would eat a corn on cob right now so you can shut up.
You need to go to the car right now so you can shut up.
King Thaddeus, what do you want to tell the Democrats? I'm going to help you, King Thaddeus. I'm running for office for you. I'm going to get you a single room occupancy. All right, God bless. King Thaddeus. So they got the whole fucking Federal Plaza shut down. I can't get to parking. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers, the Free Palestine just screamed at them, October 7th, motherfuckers. Fucking pieces of shit. Can't believe this.
Hey, you miss. Do you want some food?
Ew, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, how many?
For him?
Yeah. You can grab another one if you like.
Oh, cool.
Just later.
You're so sweet.
John Kitover, 45th Ward, Jefferson Park. I'm going to show you what the homeless crisis looks like today going to the train.
Mom, did you change the Wi-Fi password? Oh, yeah, I did. The new password is 123456. Okay, thanks. It didn't work.
We're from out of town, and we need a couple dollars to catch the bus. Can you help us?
Now, I'm out here on the street myself, bro. I'm out here struggling. Look at me. I'm willing to give it to you if it'll help you a little bit, but I'm out here in the street too, bro. I ain't got nothing.
Bunch of fucking communists. Oh my god, the cops are gonna fucking take action on this piece of shit. This is the world famous Gale Street Inn, home of Chicago's greatest ribs and chicken. This is an empty parking lot, a horrific sign of blight and urban decay. Welcome to Midwest. So this is King Thaddeus. This is a homeless Polish gentleman in Jefferson Park in Chicago, Illinois. I'm running for 45th Ward Republican Committee.
Будь ласка. Якщо стільки пацанів, аплодисменти трьох чую. Ще раз аплодисменти, Тані, будь ласка. Сидять бухають, переверни прапор, направо так. От.
Does anybody have a phone I could borrow to make a quick phone call? No? I'm performing tonight in front of 50,000 people. Does anybody have a phone? I have a big performance tonight. I'm a singer, and I'm not feeling so great. I just have to get in touch with my doctor.
Just go to urgent care.
Well, I went, and then the line... Does anybody have a phone?
So these cops are gonna arrest these people anymore. I can't believe these motherfuckers fucking up my parking spot. Go get the fuck. This is Jefferson Park News. We're gonna do a quick homeless spot check. Jak się masz? Okay, the heat is available to March 31st. We still got heat, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jefferson Park News. We are here in Jefferson Park at the Blue Line stop, my favorite stop, because it's Jefferson Park. That's...
Have you ever wondered what the yolk is in an egg? I mean, some people think it's the actual undeveloped baby chick, but thankfully that's not the case. You see, when an egg is fertilized, the developing embryo is actually connected to the yolk. Have you ever wondered what the yolk is in an egg? I mean, some people think it's the actual...
We're from out of town, and we need a couple dollars to catch the bus. Can you help us?
Now, I'm out here on the street myself, bro. I'm out here struggling. Look at me. I'm willing to give it to you if it'll help you a little bit, but I'm out here in the street too, bro. I ain't got nothing. Like, ain't much. That's all I got.
We're from out of town.
So I'm sitting in my car where I just left the Free Palestine protest. It sounds like there were gunshots and people were running away. I'm not sure what just happened. I don't know if people are running away or they're trying to get to work, but either way, fuck Palestine!
This is Montrose. Connect to Metro, Mayfair Station at Montrose.
Should go to the top end.
Doors closing.
Okay, here's the homeless situation. King Thaddeus, God bless, how you doing? You want me to turn the heat on for you?
This is probably the best fried chicken sandwich I've ever had.
Standing at
And that was a hard one for us. And then it got to the point
where all of her unconscious processes started to rise.
Please keep your belongings on the seat next to you so others.
I've got enough puzzle for you. Don't take a bit of me until you're
Okay, so this is pumpernickel bread, freshly toasted, and Polish butter. And what we're going to do is slice it from the horizontal, and we're going to make some bomb-ass fucking pumpernickel.
Anything? I don't accept anything.
Yeah, fair. Again, I'm not picking on you. I'm just using this as an example for everybody in the room to understand, which is to say that it gets frustrating when I get into rooms, or anyone gets into rooms, we're in these chat rooms, and somebody is wants to die on a fucking...
Anything? I don't accept anything.
Okay, so it's Sunday night. It's 8:36 p.m. Central Standard Time. King Thaddeus is back, and he has Popeye's food. And this, shouldn't necessarily be allowed. But nonetheless, this is his situation. We have created a Change.org petition. Please sign that petition. We've also created a GoFundMe. And we've put this on Nextdoor, so please help King Thaddeus get a single-room occupancy at the YMCA at 4251 Irving Park Boulevard. And this is the 45th Ward in Jefferson Park. And please sign the link. All right, hold on, Pamela. If you can't answer this question, I will easily answer this question because Abdul Rahman here is.
How about you answer?
I can answer this question very easily.
They say size matters, and in Vegas, you truly have to go big or go home, and that's just what you're going to do at Fat Tuesdays in Las Vegas, home of the famous Yard Drink. These are definitely the largest adult beverages on the entire Las Vegas Strip, and they pack a serious punch. They're almost like giant Slurpees.
This is one of the big misunderstandings that a lot of people have about the Irish potato famine, in that they think that the Irish grew nothing but potatoes. So allow me to explain, commenter, as to why the whole story just gets significantly darker. The Irish potato famine, or the Great Hunger, was so bad because...
Y'all gonna be twins. That's what I'm gonna call y'all.
Hey, sir.
What the you got?
My friend and I are from Alabama, and we're stuck in New York. We're just trying to...
Wait, I bet you want to ask me for money to get back to Alabama?
How'd you know?
Obvious, man. What else?
me vexed, innit? Because man will put on, man, innit? Like,
I'm not going to hear it. There was nothing uniquely evil about the Third Reich. If anything, it was uniquely successful. The National Socialist Workers' Party of Germany stood in direct opposition to bull. I'm not going to hear it. There was nothing uniquely evil about the...
Good morning, Chicago. This is Jefferson Park News, reporting live from the loud, cold, rainy streets of Chicago.
Hey, sir.
what the you guys want?
My friend and I are from Alabama, and we're stuck in New York. We're just trying to...
Wait, I bet you want to ask me for money to get back to Alabama?
How'd you know?
Obvious, man. What else would you tell me where you're from?
Hey.
Okay, this is Jefferson Park News. This is the homeless crisis. This is King Thaddeus. He hasn't left in 10 years. I don't even know if you call it a crisis or just an ecological disaster at this point.
And rinse and repeat until it reaches the Supreme Court. That's how these things work.
Yeah, I mean, they can appeal all they want. I don't know that.
Babe, you have to be careful and put this finger up. So like,
I need more chimichanga.
no, you don't. You have so many.
Chimichanga.
Stop!
Gosh.
So this is how you slice, butter. This with pumpernickel. It comes out amazing. See? Just nice wide slice of butter. Just delicious. We're going to put jelly on it next. So this is how you slice, butter. This with Okay, good morning, Jefferson Park. This is Jefferson Park News. We are headed downtown Chicago. The trains are going to be packed. It's such fucking bullshit.
Died for him. Me, I trusted him.
Me, I love him.
And me, I'm the damn fool that shot him.
There's a million things I haven't done, but just you.
Died for him. Me, I trusted him.
This is Jefferson Park News.
Doors open on the left.
We are on a very bad homeless train today. Heroin addicts. Okay, this is John Kitover, 45th Ward, Chicago Republican Committeeman in the...
My mother makes me eat them. I'm crazy about them.
All right, everybody, it's 4224. This is Jefferson Park News. I'm headed downtown to meet with Victoria Robinson, file the big paperwork, and open the big doors. This is Jefferson.
1,000 million spheres. Each sphere contained 1,000 million planets. Each planet contained a...
Okay, we are going to go check to see the other homeless situation. Oh shit, there's even worse homelessness. Check that. Got a winning chicken dinner.
sir.
What the you got?
My friend and I are from Alabama, and we're stuck in New York. We're just trying to...
Wait, I bet you want to ask me for money to get back to Alabama?
How'd you know?
Obvious, man. What else would you...
House lights don't work, the floodlights don't work.
Is it plugged in?
Honey, do you honestly think I would check thousands of tiny little lights if I wasn't sure the extension cord was plugged in?
You used more than one cord, didn't you?
Maybe the kids have been fooling around with it. I'll check them back.
Arriba, 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 arriba!
He was once a little green slab of
It's got one-sided in that respect. I don't think there's any question about it. And people enter into Zazen games. I suffered more than you did. I sat longer than you did. Why, you've been only to one session. It's got one-sided in that respect.
Okay, this is Jefferson Park News. Got a little book collection going on here, and I'm going to show you the homeless crisis. Here we go. Holy shit. Holy shit, what the fuck's going on in there? What the fuck is going on? Yakshamash, oh my god. God bless, I'll be back. Vodka soon for you. Oh no. Okay, everybody, we're back. This is Jefferson Park News. This is Jefferson Park John, and we are open. Come to the Jefferson Park Grill for delicious 2 hot dogs for $8.99. Welcome back to Jefferson Park News. Good morning, Chicago. This is...
And so you... Isaac, let me just interject and thank you for your share, and I'm going to keep it 100 with you, right?
This is the mighty, mighty Metro. This is Jefferson Park. Okay, so this is the train, Jefferson Park. It's going to be like fully loaded. Here comes the money train. Do we get a seat? Can we get a seat? Ooh, a little bit better. So again, this is Jefferson Park News. We're back.
This is the best steak sandwich I've ever made. We got marinated skirt steak. Heat up the pan, then add oil. Parmesan shallot baguette, truffle mayo, and toast. Olives, capers, cilantro, olive oil, and lemon.
Ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new beginning. Rise and reign. Far from the ships on vigor of the waves are skimming barren summits to the verdant plains. Each horizon is a new